You're 23, fresh out of college with a degree that promised everything and a job that pays $42,000 a year before taxes. Your '08 Civic just died. Transmission gone. Mechanic says it'll cost more to fix than the car's worth. You're standing in a dealership lot under those fluttering flags, sunlight glinting off chrome, and a salesman with teeth like a shark is shaking your hand. What can we get you into today? You came here thinking used, thinking practical, thinking $15,000 max. But the salesman, let's call him Brad's already walking you past the boring sedans toward the trucks, the big ones. The ones that gleam like promises. You strike me as someone who needs space, Brad says, patting a $58,000 Sierra like it's a loyal dog. For hauling stuff, weekend adventures. You camp, right? You went camping once in 2019. You hated it. But Brad's nodding like he already knows you're an outdoorsman. And suddenly, you're picturing yourself. Different you. Better you. Loading kayaks you don't own onto a truck you can't afford.
Let's talk numbers, Brad says, and you're relieved because numbers are real. Math doesn't lie. Except it does. Oh, it absolutely does. The sticker says $58,000. Your brain screams, abort! That's more than you make in a year. That's insane. But Brad's already scribbling on his iPad, and he slides it across the desk like he's doing you a favor. $847 a month. You blink. That's not $58,000. That's barely more than your old rent. Your brain does that thing where it pretends $847 times 84 months doesn't equal $71,148. It just sees $847. Manageable. Almost reasonable. Insurance, taxes, fees, we'll roll it all in, Brad purrs. 84 months, 6.9% APR. You're approved. Approved. Like you passed a test. Like you deserve this. You sign. Your hand shakes a little. But Brad's talking about leather seats and heated steering wheels, and you're not thinking about the $71,148. You're thinking about Monday morning, pulling into the office parking lot, your coworker Sarah seeing you step out of this beast. You're thinking, finally, I look like I've made it. The keys are cold in your palm. The truck smells like success, new leather, possibility, that chemical tang of fresh plastic. You drive off the lot, heart hammering, radio blasting, and for exactly 11 minutes, you feel like you've won. Then, you check your bank account. Month 1, the payment's due. $847 disappears from your checking account like it was never there. That's fine. You budgeted for this. You're responsible. Except, insurance is another $220. You forgot about that. And you need gas. This thing drinks premium like a frat boy chugs beer. Another $280 that month. Your grocery budget, previously $400, is now $180. You're eating ramen again, like college, except now you're doing it in a $58,000 truck. The irony tastes like sodium and regret. Month 6. Your college buddy texts, Vegas trip, $400 for flights and hotel. You stare at the message. $400. That's half a truck payment. You can't do half a truck payment. You need the whole payment, plus the $220 insurance, plus gas, plus the $95 parking pass your office started charging for trucks because they take up 2 spots. Can't swing it. You text back. Saving for a trip next year. You're not saving. You're paying. There's a difference, but you don't want to admit it yet. Year 2. Something's wrong with the transmission. It shudders when you accelerate. The dealer says it's covered under warranty, thank God, but you'll need new brake pads. And rotors. And might as well do the fluid flush while it's in there. $1,350. The service advisor says, smile apologetic, but not that apologetic. You put it on the credit card. The one you swore was just for emergencies. This is an emergency, right? You need the truck for work. You live 40 minutes from the office. Public transit isn't an option. It is, you just don't want to take it because then what was the point of the truck?